Hey YouTube, how everybody fucking doing? And welcome to the motherfucking Common Sense channel. Anyway, I just want to talk about what everybody talking about. Everybody keep talking about Jessica Hilarious and everything. Um, I feel like they trying to put two black women against each other. Now, if these women were white, we wouldn't hear anything about these women. But when it's black women involved, they try to always put us against each other and tear us down and everything. I feel like the Breakfast Club is a very popular show. You can listen to it on the radio and you can watch it on YouTube. Now, I don't have time to listen to it anymore because I work and I probably like listen to it like on my days off or whatever. Like it's just a show to me. I catch it when I catch it. Like I'm not a diehard fan of it. I catch it when I catch it. I like Jessica. I remember when Jessica used to get online and she make the little skits and everything, and she used to make herself sound like a news reporter. And I'm assuming they put her on that talk show, The Breakfast Club, because of her skits that she would do. She could make herself sound like a news reporter, and I used to love watching her do that. And before she got popular and became a big name, and when it was just her and her first son, they used to always like take pictures together, and she used to make jokes about her baby dad and everything. I used to watch her. I would watch her. I'm not gonna say I'm like a diehard fan, and the reason why I say I'm not a diehard fan because I don't go out my way to tune in to what she's saying. Like people that I'm a fan of, like I watch their channel every day. Like I tune in to see what they doing or see what's going on in their everyday life. I don't do that with Jessica. Not saying that's a bad thing or anything. I'm just stating the facts. Like I'm not like that in tune in her, but I like her enough for her to be on that show. I feel like she should be on that show. I feel like they shouldn't be putting two women against each other, two black women at that. Why can't they have four hosts on the show? Why can't they have her as the comedian? She be the comedian, she tell the motherfucking jokes, and then this Lauren lady that they keep saying professional, and have her. Like, I don't see why they putting the two against each other for ratings. Like the show been around for years. For a whole lot of years. So why are they doing shit for ratings? The show gonna get ratings just because it's what it is. They don't need to put two black women against each other. They already say that black women are ghetto. We don't get along. We always trying to tear each other heads off. And then they doing shit like this for ratings. Like it's sickening to me. It's sad. Like I'm hearing that Jessica's no longer on the show and that they got the Lauren lady to replace her, which is fucked up. Both of them, in my eyes, do a good job in their own way. Jessica should do more of the funny bits and do funny shit and then let Lauren do the serious shit. That's how I feel. But even the way they hired Lauren, the way they hired her, they waited till Jessica went on pregnancy leave, and then instead of uh telling Lauren to leave, they kept her on there and then they didn't tell Jessica what was going on. That seems sneaky and underhanded. Like I would be upset too if I was Jessica. Like, are you trying to get rid of me or whatever? I would be upset too. So people getting online making it seem like Jessica is hard to work with and she's showing her emotions. Why can't she show her emotions? She's a woman. She's showing her emotions. Why can't she show her emotions? And she just had a motherfucking baby. So why can't she show her emotions? And then the way they did shit. Men do shit and they do a lot of underhanded shit. Cause I say men because men are behind it. They do a lot of underhanded shit and then they think that we're supposed to just sit there and be like, oh, I appreciate the underhanded shit you doing to me. Like, thank you. No, it don't work like that. So some people express how they feel. Some people express what's on their mind. That's how they get their emotions out. And that's how they don't go postal. Like people that go postal or go crazy or whatever, that's because they don't get their emotions out. That's why they go crazy because they don't talk things out or say things. So the video that she did the other day or whatever, and it's posted all over line. I don't feel like she said anything wrong or did anything wrong. Everybody trying to make this woman seem like an emotional motherfucking roller coaster. Like she just off her rocker or whatever. But the way they did her is motherfucking wrong and it's motherfucking dirty. Why can't all four of them be adults and be on the show? Um, Jessica mentioned that the show is very high school. I have to agree with her because the way they did things. And then somebody, a YouTuber I was watching earlier today, told my son, well, Jessica Bully or whatever, she's a comedian. Her job is to poke and make fun of people. I don't know not one comedian that don't poke and make fun of people or whatever, but because she's a black woman and she's a comedian or whatever, they try to make it seem like she's this bully or whatever, and she bullying Polar London. I don't see that. I don't sense that or whatever. But then again, I don't listen to the show or watch it online enough to pick up on that. But from what little that I see and hear, why can't they have all four up there? And if you was gonna hire the woman or whatever, just communicate. Everybody grown. Everybody on that show is over 18. Communicate. Hey, Jessica, we hired London. She's not going anywhere. She started off as your replacement and she's here to stay. We still want you on the show. Like, it's not hard to motherfucking communicate. Everybody on there, I'm assuming everybody on there, I don't know Jessica background other than her being a comedian. Everybody on there should have the emotional intelligence to motherfucking talk to each other, and everybody on there, they have passed high school level. Everybody on there done went to college or had some level of college education. So I'm with Jessica. Like, the whole situation seemed like high school. Why are they handling this like a high school situation? Um, I'm assuming, I don't know. I think Jessica is in her 30s and the others, the guys, I think they're in their 40s like me. But my point is, everybody up there is a full on adult. If you were going to hire a fourth person, just say it. Jessica feel like she was being belittled and like she was being replaced because the way they hired London. And yes, London is more professional. We understand her better, and her words flow out of her mouth like liquid water. I said liquid water as if water is not liquid, but like water or whatever. But anyway, but there's no reason to tear another person down. Everybody knew, they knew before they hired Jessica that Jessica didn't have that fucking background. They hire her for ratings and they hire her so she can tell her jokes and they can get a kick out of her jokes and get a hee hee ha ha. Then they get somebody up there and then they turn their back on her. So if I was Jessica, I feel the same motherfucking way. Like, why are you treating me like this? Or why are you coming at me like this? I would feel the same motherfucking way. And then they said that Jessica is not in tune with the show. I call bullshit. I call motherfucking cap. Now these are my thoughts and my motherfucking opinion. Now I could be wrong, I could be right, but these are my motherfucking opinions. And then they show a video of Jessica on her cell phone. Okay. At that moment when London was talking, she was having an interview with somebody else, and then they cut the camera to Jessica playing on her phone or answering a text on her phone. Who knows? I don't know what was going on her phone. I mean, is that a motherfucking crime? Like, okay, she was giving that woman respect and letting that woman talk, do her damn interview, and then she was engaged in something else. And I'm pretty sure after that interview or whatever, then Jessica would have put in her 2 cents or whatever. I'm just coming up with motherfucking common sense at this point. Then they cut to another video saying that Jessica told London to shut the fuck up. It was either shut the fuck up, shut up, or either hush. One of those two. I'm not trying to like make up anything, but okay. London, from the video that I saw, London did cut in on her conversation and she cut her off. That's rude. Whether you on radio or real life or having a conversation with another person, it's rude to cut somebody off. Now Jessica may not was properly trained and maybe she shouldn't have told her to shut the fuck up. I'm talking, but anybody, any of us, if we're talking and somebody cut us off, we're gonna react. So like they just making a big woo out of this motherfucking thing. They just making a big issue out of nothing to me. I feel like Hollywood or the media or whatever is making a big issue out of this. And I'm with Jessica. Hell, I would just leave the show even if I'm not fired yet. I would just leave because you got to remember Jessica wanted to do that show when they called her up or whatever. She wanted to do the show or whatever. But if you treat me like I'm less than and I'm a piece of shit, hell, I'm out. Deuces, two motherfucking fingers up and bye. Or a middle finger to you and bye. She was a household name before that motherfucking show. They hired her because her comedian background and she was funny and whatever. But everybody like, oh, she's not professional. But remember, she used to mimic a goddamn journalist. So if she wanted to damn sound like a journalist, I'm pretty sure she can go into her comedian background and like, hi, this is Jess with the mask, and do her little comedian thing and sound like a motherfucking reporter. Like, I don't think it's hard for her to do. But I'm very passionate and I don't know these motherfucking people from the Man on the Moon, but I'm just tired of the world always putting two black women against each other. White women don't have this motherfucking issue. You never see online on TV people putting two white women against each other. If this was a white radio station and a white woman, Becky, would have had a baby, and they got a white woman, Brenda, I'm just coming up with names, not one time would they put these two women against each other. They probably would have had four people on the show, and the show would have grew and had more ratings. But black people always got to be motherfucking messy, and I see why Jessica is calling this motherfucking show high school. And this is what I'm putting together. This is the two and two that I'm coming up with, and I see where she coming from. And then now they trying to make it seem like this woman is hard to work with because she's showing her motherfucking immersion. Now, if I was Jessica, I just know move on with my motherfucking career. She's a comedian. She can get her money that way. And I go on tour and I will roast them motherfuckers every motherfucking chance I got and make my money that way. Jessica is a comedian. She can also be on sitcoms and television because she's a comedian. She really don't need that motherfucking show. And the way they hired somebody else to try to boot her out of the way anyway, it's cold. It's underhanded. It was uncalled for motherfucking bullshit. So I'm 12 minutes and 9 seconds into this video, and I'm just coming up with my thoughts and opinions and everything. And I'm gonna post this, and I want people to come up with their thoughts and opinions, how they feel about Jessica and London and everything. I feel like four people can do the show. It's just stupid to me how they doing everything. And anyway, if you've been rocking with me these 12 minutes and 30 seconds that I've been on here, guess what? That means you fuck with me. And if you fuck with me, I fuck with you. And thank you for coming to the motherfucking Common Sense channel and hit the like and subscribe button. I noticed my subscribers are going up. And hit the like and the subscribe button. And also, cash out me because YouTube is not motherfucking YouTubing. They can email me bullshit telling me that my videos are not quality and they don't hear the sound. But hey, they're not giving me any money to better the equipment that I have. So YouTube is not motherfucking YouTubing. So my cash app, if you want to, because I'm not gonna beg or make anybody. Well, I can't make anybody. It's up to you if you want to. My cash app is Flawless J1, and that's my cash app. And you can send whatever you want to send if you want to send anything. So I am out, and I just stated how I feel about the situation. The Jessica hilarious situation and everything. And I have to admit, Breakfast Club, you all shady as fuck. Bye.